Well, hello, this is Steve, N4LQ. We're taking a look at a couple of McElroy bugs that were made back around the mid-30s. And these are called the Model 36A, but they are considerably different. One is a little bit newer than the other one. So we're going to take a look at some of the differences. This one right here is the newer one, and this right here is called the U, or the U-bar, and it is one piece, as you can see, and it connects the dot and the dash contacts together. And we'll take a look at this angle. As you can see, there's no terminals to connect your cables, at least so it appears. So what the owner was expected to do was to connect the ground to right here, which is a convenient place, and then the hot lead, you had to connect it to the bar. And so I just put a terminal right here. This is a screw terminal. Connect it right here. Well, it's kind of inconvenient. Now the earlier Model 36A looks like this, and you can see a little difference here. This U-bar is split into two sections, and they overlap, and they're bolted together. And then there's an insulator right here in the middle, and an all thread or a bolt that goes through and sets here in an insulated cradle. And then there's a terminal right here for your hot lead. Well, that's convenient. And then there's also another cradle and a grounded terminal here for your ground lead. So that's the way they originally made these. And so this is the much older bug. Initially, what they did to save money was eliminate these. Well, that changed the casting, so they didn't have to have this big U-shaped thing here with the cradles in it, and it eliminated this hardware and this terminal here, and so it became like this one. And strangely enough, this is the newer model where they eliminated all that. And oh, here you can see the tension for the dot lever. Little spring right there. You can adjust it. But now these both have double levers. One lever is for your dashes, and the other is for your dots. Let me exaggerate this here a little bit so you can see the action. So there's your dashes, and you can see the dot lever does not move. And then this way makes your dots, as you can see. So we've got a pivot here. I'll tilt this up. Got a pivot here for your dits, and then another pivot right here for your dashes. Now, what that means is you can adjust these down to the point where they have very, very little play, and it has a more precision feel, but consider the expense they had to go to make this thing. I mean, this is it's all kinds of castings and bearings and things here to consider. So it was a bit expensive, and then in later models they sort of went to the Vibraplex system, just having one lever do it all, and that worked. But to me, this feels better. Take a look at the bottom of this one. Let's see if we can see that. All right. As you can see here, it says semi-automatic telegraph and radio code transmitter, McElroy 9-34 key. T.R. McElroy, the world's fastest radio telegrapher in Boston, Massachusetts. And if we look at this one, I think we'll see that it says the same thing, 9-34. So I guess that 9-34, I don't know if that's the date. It would be pretty close, but they use the same stamping there on the bottom, but the actual casting is considerably different. So again, there's the old one, and this is this is the new one. Now, one thing you can do on these is there's a locking hairspring right here. You can pull that down and that locks your lever, and then turn it on its side like so, and you've got a straight key. And that was the intent. I don't think it went over too well, but that's how it was intended to be used. So there you go. 73 is from Steve, N4LQ. Thanks for watching.